in a different part of the Klong Toei slums, a place called the 70 Rai, or that in the middle of the Klong Toei slums. And this is the parish. This is where we live. This is where my friends are, my neighbors are. We got a school in the background, but we've been here for 40 years. There's been, I think, about 45,000 children that have graduated from this school. When I was very small, very young, we were poor, and Mother said, go to school. And I did. And then I grew up, I went to school, and I said, other kids need to go to school too, have a chance like I did. And then I became a priest, and I said, well, you know, Jesus hung out with poor people. And I thought, hey, that's cool. I ought to try that. And these poor people, they're good folks. They said, we'll accept you. We'll welcome you into our lives. And what an honor. That's the greatest privilege on the planet. There's no greater honor than to hang around with the poor and in the slums. And to have the people say, yeah, you're okay. You got problems. You're irritable, and you don't speak Thai very well, and you don't understand most of the time what's going on, but you're okay. We'll take you in. We'll tolerate you. Things get better sometimes during the 40 years we've been here, and I had to write some stories. I had to tell stories of the children. You see, every child has got something to say, and we've got to listen to them, and we don't. So I said, well, maybe I can stumble along and write some stories, and true stories. There's a little old lady, and she collects saleables, usables. And bottles now are 2.5 cents for a kilo. Or if you got a case of beer bottles, it's 8 baht. Or we got some of the girls that have ran away and hid and finally wanted to come back. And then we got some people on drugs who died that way. There's a wonderful old monk who's since died who said, a Buddhist monk, he said, you know, I didn't trust you for the first 25 years. But he said, in the end, he said, I want to thank you for helping our Buddhist people. But anyway, I put some of the stories together. And then I wrote a book, The Open Gate of Mercy. In fact, I've written 2, but this is the second one. About the children you just see over here. And the children you've seen all over today at the slaughterhouse and all over the slums. And some of them now are in universities. That's exciting. And a couple have come back and they're teachers now. In the complex, there's about 300 children go to school there, but we've got 24 schools now spread throughout the city and in work camps, and even teaching Cambodian kids and Burmese kids and Thai kids and the Sea Gypsies down south. And so total there's about 3,000 kids that go to our schools every day. And and finally, for a child to come up and say, I trust you. And all of these kids to come up and say, thanks for helping us go to school. It just brings tears to my eyes. That's what Jesus is. That's what Jesus is. You want to find Jesus in Bangkok? Come to Klong Toei. Come here to the slums. Come here to Mercy Center.